Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Happy Monday, everyone, and thanks again for joining the Red Line, the Corporate Success Call. I'm certainly excited this morning because I have an inspirational message for you, and I think you will enjoy. This call is certainly designed to start your week off on a positive note and to inspire you to continue, never give up, to challenge yourself in your personal leadership growth. And so today, on this great day, I want to talk to you on the subject matter of people do what people see. When you think about that, people do what people see. You know, there's two types of leadership. One is a correct leadership and one is a wrong leadership. Let me give you an insight of where I'm coming from on this morning. Correct leadership leads from the front, setting the example. Wrong leadership, do as I say, don't do as I do. And so there's a contrast between the two, and certainly as we continue to grow in our understanding and our knowledge and our own personal growth, we have an opportunity to have an impact, one that makes a significant difference in people's lives, beginning with our own lives first. And we're able to spread the good news. I've said this example, if one match can start a forest fire, just imagine with one person making a change in their heart and the way that they approach leadership as it relates to leading and managing and coaching a team. You know, General Colin Powell once said, you can issue all of the memos and give all of the motivational speeches that you want, but if the rest of the people in your organization don't see you putting forth your very best effort every single day, they won't either. And so that is so important. I know in my business, we're in a busy time of our year. We call it the Super Bowl because we sell a whole lot of product during this time. And it's an exciting time, but certainly it is a time that all hands need to be on deck, beginning with me, a leader on the team. And so we set out for our objective, and that is that we will exceed our sales from last year and that we would dominate in the store in terms of our displays and give our consumers and customers the very best service. And so at the end of the day, everyone is happy. You know, as a leader, the first person I need to lead is me. Let's say that again. The first person that I need to lead is me. The first person that I should try to change is me. My standards of excellence should be higher for myself than those that I set for others. And so it all comes down to starting with number one, me, myself, and I. When I make a change from the inside, it will manifest itself on the outside, and it will make a difference in the atmosphere. You know, when you come into an environment and you bring a positive approach to it, then usually positive things come with that. And so I just like to talk to you about 3 points here this particular time on this 15-minute call. I would like to share with you these 3 points. Number one, you may not be the best leader, but always strive to be the best leader you can be. And that's what I've learned as a young man, or matter of fact, as a young child. Whatever you have, my folks would tell me, make the best of it. Whatever you do the best job that you can possibly do. And so that spirit of excellence, that spirit of wanting to do right and make it right. We're in the service business. As a leader, as I said, we are servant leaders first. And in being a servant, it's no different than someone in a restaurant who is serving you at your table. And so when we think about this first point, you may not be the best leader, but always strive to be the best leader you can be, then that is take what you have and make the best of it. In our business, when we merchandise our product and we want to make sure it's looking its best for our consumers when they come into the stores and they look at our products, we want to make sure that it's fit to finish, that it is looking like it was in a magazine, and that it's a billboard, an attractive billboard, and one that people would gravitate to make their purchase. And so in leadership, we're talking about being the best that you can, and that is always striving, but always taking what you have and making the best of it. Number 2, when a leader shows the way with the right actions, their followers copy them and succeed. I'll say it again. When a leader shows the way with right actions, their followers copy them and succeed. A leader must know where they're going. They must know where the end zone is and where the team is going and how they're going to get to the end zone to win at the end of the day or to win at the end of the year. And so when there is a situation where the leader has the playbook and is able to effectively articulate the plays to the team and prove to the team and show the team how to win, then followers gravitate. You know, when coaches that are successful, you take some of the successful coaches in collegiate sports or in the major leagues, the gravitation of players wanting to play for that particular coach. They want to play for that coach because ultimately that coach will lead them to a championship or to a Super Bowl or to a World Series title or something of a sort that would make everyone proud of them because that team became the best team in the world. They became the number one team. They finished top of the list. And so the players who play will follow the leader. And then you have what they call in the professional sports free agents. And free agents, they play out their contract on their current team. And then they look around the rest of the league and they see where teams are continuously competing, continuously winning, and they want to be a part of that. And so what is it that I'm saying? Followers will follow the leader when they have something to follow and when they have a vision and a plan to get to where they're going. And so you see team after team in the NFL, the New England Patriots, year after year, they seem to continue to be playoff bound. You see in the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs, they seem to be every year in the playoffs and winning all the time. And you see this in corporations, and you see this all around in successful businesses across the world, that when there is strong leadership and there is a vision, then people can get a hold of that vision and they can implement and be a part of that vision and get to the finish line all together in the winner's circle. Leaders can afford to be uncertain, but they cannot afford to be unclear. And that's what I want to say, is that people will not follow fuzzy leadership. And, you know, you get someone who is not clear on what the goal is and what the action steps are and how to work the tactics and build a strategy. The team can see that. They can see the disorganization. They can see the uncertainty. They can see that there is certainly no plan of attack, no plan to win. And when they see that, then people go rogue, which simply means they're going to do what they think is best, which means that it might be a good thing, but it may not always be the right thing. There's a difference. And so when a leader takes the mantle and begins to charge up the hill, he must be able to have his followers accompany him or her to reach the goal. You know, in our business and coaching and getting people on board and making sure everybody is running the plays correctly, we have a coaching model that's very simple. It just says tell, show, do, and review. And so as a coach and a leader, you must tell them what the expectations are, and you must show them how to go about getting to the place where we need to be. And you must be a doer. Get out there and get your hands on the business and show them and actually do it, and then have the conversation to review and share in the feedback that will give the people a chance to bring in their suggestions or some of the things that could be corrected or some of the things that are working that can be expanded. And so that is so important as you go forward. So what have we talked about? Number one, we said you may not be the best leader, but always strive to be the best leader you can be. Number two, when a leader shows the way with the right actions, their followers will copy them and succeed. Number three, leaders can envision the what, they can envision the how, and they can envision the vision of what must be done. If you can't see it, you can't deliver. If you don't know how, you can't accomplish it. If you don't have a vision of what success looks like or what everyone is striving to reach, then you will not be successful. Effective leaders, what we do is that we come up with the mission which provides purpose. That's key. The mission which provides purpose. Number two, we come up with the vision which provides a picture. That third piece in terms of an effective leader they come up with the strategy which provides a plan. And so when you have a plan, and then what comes after the plan are the tactical action steps that you would take to achieve. So the big picture is the strategy, which provides the big plan as to what it is that you're going to do, and the tactics follow as to how we're going to execute and be at the finish line holding up the number one banner that we finish first. It's one thing to finish, but it's another thing to finish first. And so these 3 points that we talked about: one, you may not be the best leader, but you always strive to be the leader the best you can. Two, when a leader shows the way with the right actions, their followers copy them and succeed. And then three, leaders can envision the what, the how, and the vision of what must be done because the leader provides purpose, vision, strategy, and tactical action steps. So in concluding today on the call here, I want to leave you with this. Number one, to be a credible leader, you must remind yourself, I must always work first. I must always work the hardest, the longest on changing myself. Number two, if we work on improving ourselves first and make that our primary mission, then others are more likely to follow. And that is so important because in of ourselves, we cannot do anything. But with an army of people and creative minds and people who are on the plan and with the plan and implementing the plan, we can do a lot. I like to close with this. Norman Vincent Peale, he once said, "Nothing is more confusing than people who give good advice but set a bad example." I hope this morning has helped you. We talked about people do what people see. And the fact is that in order to be an effective leader, we must be able to lead from the front, setting the example and making a difference. I want to thank you for joining the call again today. And I look forward to sharing with you again on the next Monday Red Line Corporate Success Call. God bless you. Now let's get back to work.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.